Good afternoon, Tom Ginn, your host for G-Force. G is for gratitude. We will be right back. Good afternoon, Tom Ginn. G-Force. G is for gratitude. Gratitude, I believe, is one of the most powerful principles we can apply in our life. It changes our perspective, gives us hope. It's a gateway to a higher connectivity with powers bigger than us. And gratitude is an amazing principle. But today, I haven't been on for over 2 weeks now. I was in a business travels to a conference in Las Vegas, and that's a whole different story, just Las Vegas. But the conference was absolutely phenomenal. Came away with some great knowledge on the principles of redox signaling molecules, and that's what is allowing me to do what I do here. Is the having a sponsor, having a business that pays me residual income, and it's called a SIA. You'll learn more about that. But today, I'm making an announcement. There's going to be some change ups on G-Force. We'll be doing G-Force on Mondays. We'll be working out a different resources about personal growth, mindset, attitudes, belief systems, those things I coach in. And so we'll be doing lessons and information on Mondays. Wednesdays, I'll be changing up my format, and I'll cover that here in a moment, a whole new platform, and I'll announce that. But on Fridays, we'll still continue doing G-Force, and on Fridays, it'll either be lessons and or interviews of people that are making a significant difference in people's lives. So stay tuned, turn on your notifications for Mondays and Fridays moving forward. Mark your calendar and turn on your notifications and tag and share. On Wednesdays, starting next week, I'm launching this platform, Own Your Own Health. And the purpose of this platform is that we're in a crisis in this country, and it's been a crisis for a long time about our health. And what does that mean? And how do we evaluate different options to give us a higher quality of life around our health? So I'll be teaching some principles that I'm learning. I'll be bringing guests in that are in the holistic space, or even conventional health practitioners that are outside the system, educating just through awareness, everything from the importance of understanding hydration and sleep and how to get better sleep, nutrition, and that's a big one. So we're bringing people in that have expertise on nutrition and diet, how that affects our health. We'll be talking a lot about the mindset of being healthy. Exercise. We'll be bringing people in to talk about the importance of movement and different ways that you can do that. So we're going to be, the platform is about bringing new level of awareness to health and what it takes to live a quality of life, to push back chronic illness, and circumvent, how to minimize the amount of pharmaceuticals that you use. These things are not serving us well, and we need to have alternatives. My wife and I, we have a wellness center, and we've been applying these principles in our own lives. We've been teaching these principles to our clients. Our staff is quite well versed in many different disciplines in and around alternative health. And so we'll be having guests in from our center as well, talking about what it takes to be your optimum health, higher quality living. It's not how long you live, it's the quality of life as you live that we really want to focus on. Yeah, so we have some very significant challenges in our culture around health. And we just want to just bring a new level of awareness so you can have different options. Who's in control of your health? Who's in control of your health? And I'll just share this, is that if you look over the last 20 years, the amount of health practitioners, doctors, it's been a flat line. There hasn't been a significant increase in doctors coming into the industry for a lot of reasons. Number one, they're not able to practice medicine. But what we see in the statistics, and this will dictate what's going on with our healthcare, we don't have a healthcare system, is that 3,500% increase in administrators in the insurance, the hospital environment, and the pharmaceuticals. Who's really prescribing your health? Who is working with you in your behalf? It's no longer your doctors. They're handcuffed. Now, as you find people that are in the outside the system, and we're going to bring those resources to you so you become better informed, make different choices around your health, and apply principles that will optimize your health. So we're starting next Wednesday, 1 p.m. Central Time. So turn on your notifications. And the following week, we have an interview. She's been on Ken Wall's program, Ruby Thornton. Dr. Ruby Thornton, she's going to talk about how she used diet to conquer a situation that starts with a C, rogue cells. I'm going to be very compliant with what I say because of compliance, but she'll be coming on and talking about how she solved through diet and changing her eating on how she conquered that chronic illness. So got some people coming in. I just want to acknowledge that. Thank you for jumping on. Hey, Robert, good seeing you. The computer may be dead for good. Is that your computer, or we got a different means of communicating moving forward? But so just turn on your notifications. Mondays and Fridays is still going to be G-Force. Wednesdays is going to be Own Your Own Health, and I'm excited. This one of my passions is recognize that we have a problem in our culture around health, and hopefully we can bring new light on what that really means. But today I'm going to do still working out of Bob Proctor's book, my mentor, who's trained me in the personal development industry of understanding that the results we get in life is directly related to our subconscious thinking, our belief systems, our attitudes, and we can track back the results we get in our lives and really see what was the subconscious thinking that got us there. If we continue using the same thinking, we'll continue getting the same results. And so Bob is a great influencer in my life. If it wasn't for him coming out, I wouldn't be doing this today. I wouldn't have the self-confidence and self-image, a good enough self-image to get in front of a camera, get out there and make myself vulnerable. So I owe everything to what I'm doing over the last 7 years to Bob Proctor, my growth and helping other people maximize their potential through these principles. I am a Proctor Gallagher certified consultant, same with my wife. And Shield's going to be a key co-host in Own Your Own Health. and she's going to bring some disciplines and some things that people aren't doing in their life. And if they just implement a couple little strategies, everything changes on our well-being. So she'll be coming in as a co-host on a regular basis for these interviews as well. So I'm excited to have her sitting across the computer from me doing these interviews. So, but today I want to get back into ABCs of success. I'm going to go back to a previous lesson that I covered in the past out of this book. And it's about change and choice, how you make those decisions. So, change, we need to be aware that we have to make changes on a regular basis. And how does that affect us on the short term as well as the long term? It's really how we deal with our inner thinking allows us. People resist change. We get comfort in what we're currently doing. And when we have to make a change, it challenges us to get out of that comfort zone or a paradigm or a belief system or a habit that has been deeply enrooted. And change is a good thing. It's like it's growth. It's growth. So if we want to change the outside things around us, we have to really start changing the inside first. We have to be aware when circumstances or situations come up, require us to make a decision, to make a change. That's another topic in itself is decision, that most people have a very tough time being able to make decisions in just about anything, and especially when it comes to change. And as we embrace change in a different perspective, we're able to change how we interact with people in a different perspective, how to deal with the circumstances that are going on. Right now, we have a lot of circumstances that's forcing people to make very significant changes in their life. And that's in the area of what's happening in the economy and the cost of goods and services and making those changes. How do we make them in a way that we can still benefit and in that area? And it's hard. And we get stuck in old thinking. We get stuck in the circumstances versus embracing a change. And when we do that, there is an opportunity through awareness to open up new creative ideas and solutions to the challenges that we have and the conditions we're in. So change. When talking about change, when we move into the area of health, we have to change the behaviors and habits that we've been culturally been programmed to do. The things that we've been doing habitually in how we eat and how we exercise, the habitual thinking about what health is and how we look at our health, that takes change. And change is good. It challenges us. A lot of the things that we have going on in life are passed on from generation to generation. You could look back through your family and see how mom and dad, paradigms and beliefs, attitudes, circumstance, how they dealt with them. And you can go back to their parents and their parents. You'll see a common thread of how we are programmed. And many of those things are good. But some of those habitual behaviors that have to be changed are uncomfortable. And where did we learn them? Learn to question false beliefs. Where'd you get those ideas? And I'll just share with this, for growth and prosperity, we have to have an open mind, an open heart, be willing to learn to make a decision quickly and decisively in relationship to a vision and a purpose and an outcome, that you're not chasing silvery objects. You know, many people believe that they're like a canary in a cage, and that's their destiny, to be in a cage. Absolutely does not. You're not in a cage, only if you let your mind become the cage. And I'll share this comment. It's just it's a comment that Bob wrote here. It's an old German proverb that states, "An old error is always more popular than a new truth." Let's say that again. An old error is always more popular than a new truth. So that's what we need to look at when we look at changes, circumstances, evaluate things. Don't continue making the same old errors, and put new truths into your formula for life success. Pretty powerful statement when you really break down the words. That's one thing Bob Proctor really teaches, is really read the words, study the words, picture those words, and get a better understanding of what they are. Words are power. The truth is, you can change whatever it is in your life you would like to change. Well, a lot of people have, uh, that's how I was brought up. Well, you can change that. Your belief systems. You're capable of making changes when you're tied to an emotional outcome, tied to a purpose, a vision, and a why. Why are you here on this earth? And then changes become easy. Or not easy, but easeful. Nothing is easy in life. It's going to require work. It's going to require some discipline. It's going to require sacrifices to make the changes that you want in your life. You can't continue looking at the past and thinking that it's going to change the future, because the past is directly the roadmap that got you to where you are today. You continue looking in the past, continue doing those same behaviors, you'll be in the same place next week, next year, 5 years from now, 20 years from now. If you want to change your future, you can't look at the past. You can learn from some things, but you can't carry those negative behaviors, habits, beliefs forward. Change is essential. Change is essential. When you study successful people, they're continually embracing change, looking for the truth, validating that, putting it into action, and getting different results. But if you're not willing to embrace change, you will be in the same place you are today, next week, next year, 5 years from now. You can't get new results, as Bob Proctor says, with old behaviors, old habits, old beliefs. And the beautiful truth about change with respect to results, and that's what we're seeking. We're looking, when we make changes, change results, embrace new results, is that one small change in your actions, that's a key word, their actions, often produces a tremendous change in your results. Many times people look at a circumstance and they think they got to do so much stuff, they get overwhelmed. But it could be one simple thing that gives you a different result, that changes your perspective, it changes your belief system, and you take another step and another step and another step towards that bigger vision for yourself. And it's only through change can you make it. Do you embrace change? We all have the potential to change, to take charge of one's life and really live. And really live. And then Bob underlines here, just do it now. Don't wait for tomorrow. That's a paradigm. Take action today. Make a decision today. Take action and then watch what happens. And I'm just going to read these ending quotes here, and we'll sign off here. And I'll read this. Free the child's potential, and you will transform him into the world. Let me expound on that. Culturally, we have been shut down. We want to become childlike, relate back to when you're a child, open-minded, hearts open, full of excitement, full of enthusiasm, full of creativity. But we've been conditioned to stay where we're at. It's that childlike attitude. It gives you enthusiasm. It stimulates creativity. And it's through creativity with action do you start transforming yourself. When we transform ourselves, we transfer the world around us, the people, our businesses, our families, our communities, and it's all through change. And then it says, if some painters transform the sun into a yellow spot, others transform a yellow spot into the sun. Think about that. Some painters transform the sun into a yellow spot. Others transform the spot into the sun. That yellow spot is small. The sun is huge. So it's perspective. What are you painting in your life? As I would ask, are you willing to embrace change today? And one of my mentors, Chuck Harris, bless his soul, he's passed on, but he always closed out any teachings or consultings or meetings we did and challenged me, challenged those that were listening. Of all the things I'm talking about today, what's the one thing that you can do today to make a change? What's the one thing you can do and take action in direction that you really want to go? It's action, experience, learning through change, adaptation, and you grow. You'll stumble, you get up, you try something new, you change. Everything, we are changing at the moment. And I see Steve's on here. Hey, Steve, how you doing, bud? Give up fear. You know, there's a big factor there is give it up. Got to make a change. When you have a clear vision, purpose in life, fear no longer is the obstacle. Fear is no longer the obstacle. Thanks, Robert, for making your comments. Hey, Joe, how you doing, buddy? A pair of dimes is 20 cents. Love Joe's humor. Thanks for jumping on. Share this out. Thanks, Robert, for your comments. And so with that all said, everybody, I'm going to sign out again, starting next week, Wednesdays. I'm still going to be doing G-Force, Gratitude that Powers One's Potential, on Mondays, 1 p.m. Eastern, and Fridays, interviews or teachings. I hope you came away today with one thing that you can put into practice and make that change and have faith. And as Rex Sykes says, faith with certainty changes everything. Be certain of the outcomes you want. Have faith with it. synonymous words. So with that all said, everybody have a great day. Tune in next Wednesday. I will be launching Own Your Own Health. And moving forward, we have a lineup of some very significant people that bring a new level of awareness, a new level of things to change, to have a better quality of life in the area of health. So with that all said, everybody have a great day. God bless every day. And I'm so grateful for this moment, because it's what we have right now, and what we do with it determines what happens next. Thanks, Lana, for jumping on. Blessings to you. And what time on Wednesdays? 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to use always Eastern, and you can do the math from there. I think it's Jeffrey Gittimer says there's only one time zone. That's Eastern. So we'll use that as the benchmark for what we're doing. 1 p.m. Eastern is what I'll be doing, and Own Your Own Health. So with that all said, everybody have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you on Friday.